Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev. 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. 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 Jaya Gurudev. Jai Gaura Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Jai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. जय जय श्री गांधर के गिरधारी चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय। सर्वज्ञनाश लक्ष्मी नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय। भक्त शिरोमणि भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। जगत पावन श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री गो प्रेमानंदी हरि बोल। हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you, Prabhuji, for nice kirtan. So, welcome you all once again for day 18 of the Bhagavad-Gita session. Today, we'll learn about chapter the divisions of faith. Here, Arjuna will ask a question about devotees who are following their own faith without following the scriptures. What will happen to them? Then Krishna explains in more detail with different levels of faith and the results and all of that. So, yeah. So, Prabhuji will explain more of that in more detail with examples. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. You can start.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna to all. Once again, welcome to the session. So today is the 17th chapter. One after the other, it's important. And today in depth we'll be seeing on the 3 modes. 14th chapter we are seeing in 3 modes. And today we'll be seeing how to transform ourselves from the 3 modes to the Shuddha Sattva, pure goodness. Okay. And today is the division of faith. So let us start with our humble prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabho Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Jaya Pataka Swaminiti Namine Nama Acharya Padaya Nitakripakadaya Gaurakatathamadaya Nagarakaramuttarane Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Karim Yat Kripadamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramanandam Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Vishwa. So as usual, we'll show our gratitude and thanks to His Divine Grace, Abhay Charana Ravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who's the founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So before starting today's 17th chapter, what did we discuss in yesterday's chapter 16th? Under the acronym DOOR, D-O-O-R. Divine and demonic qualities, 26 qualities of divine and 6 qualities demonic. Here, many things we try to understand in that. Then, how we cultivate this, what is the process, all this we saw. It starts from birth, then the nature, and then practice. So for us, it's only the practice is left out. And the practice is A, B, C, D. It's a formula. A for association, duty association or like-minded association. Then B, book reading, that is Srila Prabhupada's book reading, authentic books which has been written by a devotee. Clear? Then C, chanting, constant regular chanting. Then D, diet and DT service. So worshipping the Lord by offering bhoga. Okay. Then, how do the demons behave? The demonic beliefs, attitude, characteristics, and qualities, all those things we saw. And where it leads us in demonic nature, it leads us to the hell. And the three gates for the hell is Kama, Krodha, Lobha, lust, anger, greed. I hope we all have this, isn't it? Already we have the entrance for this hell. Now, how to come out of it. In today's chapter also, we'll be seeing this, how to come out of it. Clear? Yes. And Krishna is very clearly saying the last two verses was very important. Choice is in our hands. Whoever follows Bhagavad-Gita, they can escape from these three gates. And he says, he's a demon who doesn't follow instructions of the Lord is a demon. Very simple understanding. A person who doesn't follow the state laws, when you're going on a vehicle and there is a red light and you don't stop, you are an offender, you'll be punished for it. It's very clear. The same way, if you don't follow the nature, if you don't follow the instructions of Lord, you will be punished. You will go to the hell. It's as simple as that. Okay, now let us go for that 17th chapter. Today, what all we'll be seeing: faith, austerities, charity, and enjoyment of everything. So, as usual, we'll start with a story. As I said in the ending days, I'll be saying the story of some acharyas, devotees. I hope now you all know about Suranatha. Day before yesterday, we had heard about him, and he was such a great devotee we came to know. Now you can see the activities of such kind of devotees out there. So once what happened, the disciple of Suranatha, now is a great devotee, is a, what I can say, a right hand to Ramanujacharya, is preaching everywhere. And he is also having many disciples. And his disciple was Chaturgram. His name was Chaturgram. So there was a king in his place by name Kulatungar. Kulatungar was a Shaivat. Shaivat means who was the worshipper of Shiva. And you can see in the history also, all the demons worship Shiva. You can just make a note of it. Ravana, Kumbhakarna, whoever you take, all the demons worship Shiva because he's Asitosha. He will never see what is good or bad, just he gives the boon. As soon as you call him, he'll give the boon. Bhasmasura, what did he do? He asked for the boon and finally he went to kill even Shiva. Isn't it? So he's Asitosha. So all the demons take. And here also is Kulatungar, is a worshipper of Shiva. And the demon means whatever I say, that's my path. Yesterday we saw, that's my path. Everyone should follow. The whole universe should follow me. So here I am a Bhakta of Shiva. So everyone should become Shiva's Bhakta. In word, forcibly was making everyone Shivas, catching each and every devotee and making him as. Otherwise, he used to give them severe torture, troubles. Then this Chaturgram, to win the, what I can say, king's heart or something like that, he went to him and he told, what kind of man you are? You're going and catching single persons. Rather, you go and catch Ramanujacharya. He's having thousands of disciples. Once you convert him to Shaivat, all his disciples will become Shaivats. Oh, very good idea. And then he sent his soldiers, army, to arrest him. Meanwhile, Suranatha got this news. Oh, then what he did? He just changed his dress of his spiritual master, Ramanujacharya's dress he took. It's actually offense, But to save spiritual master, he can do that. He took that and immediately said to Ramanujacharya, please go from here to Melkote. He said no, but still forcibly was sent from there. And his spiritual master, Mahapurna, he also ordered him to go to Melkote. And you cannot find anything like Dham without a devotee. When a devotee's presence is there, even an ordinary place becomes a Dham. Today, what is Melkote? Melkote is a great Dham because of the presence of Ramanujacharya. Clear? Yes, that's a different story. Fine. We'll come back here. Then the soldiers came, they saw this Kuratalwar. He said, I am Ramanujacharya. And next to him, it was Mahapurna. He said, I am Kuratalwar. So both were arrested, both were taken, and they were torturing them to accept that Shiva is supreme. So they would say that Thalegari or something. They wrote this. So Shiva is the supreme personality of Godhead. You sign on this. He said, Vishnu is the supreme personality of Godhead. He signed. So they became very angry, and he brought 2 iron rods, red hot iron rods. He said, if you don't accept, we are going to pierce your eyes. He happily accepted. How can I go against the scriptures? How can I give a wrong message to the general public? Never I can do that. I can accept my death, or any painful thing I can accept for that. So he was pierced by the red hot iron rods, both Mahapurna and Kurutalwar. From there, they are thrown in a forest. Meanwhile, somehow they tried to come. On the way, Mahapurna also left his body, and he said that I'm going to give a message to the general public, that not that you go to a dham and give your life, so you'll go back to Godhead. No, be a devotee. Wherever you give your body, you'll go back to Godhead. He showed that even giving up his body in forest, he can go back to Godhead. And finally, Samapura Talwar came to the place. He came back, and every day, now he's a blind person, every day he used to glorify the Lord with his beautiful songs. And the Lord was so pleased by him. So Lord will come and ask, Kurutalwar, what do you need? Any boon. Varadaraj Perumal, you heard about him? Varadaraj means he is the king of giving boons. So every day he'll come. What boon you need? Please ask. Because Lord wants to give the eyesight to him. He says, my disciple Chaturra, he was so ignorant. He did not know what is truth, how a devotee should be, how a disciple should be. Please don't punish him. Forgive him and give him liberation. This is the heart of a pure devotee. You know, in Padma Purana, Lord says, if somebody offends me 1,000,000 times, 1,000,000 times if he offends me and offers a lotus flower at my lotus feet and asks for forgiveness, I will forgive. But if he offends only once my pure devotees, and even if he comes with millions of lotus flowers and offers to my lotus feet, never ever I am going to forgive him. So Kuratalwar knows very well, the Lord is not going to forgive such kind of persons. So he is requesting you, please liberate him, forgive him. Okay. Next day, once again the Lord comes. Please ask what boon you need. Then he's thinking, then he says, the king Kulatungar is suffering a lot. Actually, meanwhile, what has happened? He got a disease where the whole body is full of wounds, and that wound is breaking and worms are coming out of that wounds. So he's greatly suffering. So he says, he was very ignorant. He did not know what is truth. Please forgive him and give him liberation. Krishna. Okay. Lord said, okay, tatastu, I'll liberate him also. This news went to Ramanujacharya. Ramanujacharya became very angry. Then he came, what is this? Lord is every day coming and asking for the boon, and you are asking for liberation for Chaturgram and Kulatungar. Your body belongs to me. Now, today I'm ordering you. You ask for the eyesight. And Kuratalwar was so happy to hear that my spiritual master has accepted me. So in Kannada, there is a proverb. Guruvina gulama nagadaru sigadaya mukati. Till then, you don't become a slave to a spiritual master, you'll never get the liberation. So now Kuratalwar is so happy that spiritual master has accepted me. So he's so happy. Okay, definitely, master, tomorrow I'll ask. So next day, with this beautiful song, he pleased the Lord and he came. He asked what boon you need. Then Kuratalwar asked, I need a special boon. That is a special vision where I'll be able to see you and my spiritual master. He did not have any interest to see this material world. So these are the activities of the pure devotees. By this story, so many things we can learn how a real devotee is, how a disciple should be, how a guru should be. Many things we can learn, isn't it? Yes. So let us go now further in today's chapter, FACE, face. That is faith, austerities, charity, and enjoyer of everything. Now Arjuna is coming up with a question. Ye shastra vidim utsrijya yajante shraddhayanvitaha tesham nishtatu ka Krishna sattvam aho rajastamaha. Arjuna inquired, O Krishna, what is the situation of those who do not follow the principles of scripture? He is asking for us because we don't follow Bhagavad-Gita. Isn't it? We were not following, at least now we'll try to follow. So he's asking for us. He's asking for the conditioned souls. But worship according to their own imagination, that's demonic. Going on with our imagination, whimsically doing something without following the superior orders of the Guru and Krishna, it's demonic nature. Yesterday also we saw this, isn't it? Yes. So are they in goodness, in passion, or in ignorance? This is the question of Arjuna. Now Krishna is answering. Krishna is replying. If one does not follow the Vedas, one will follow the natural instincts which will be in goodness, passion, or ignorance. It's very clear. If you don't follow Bhagavad-Gita, for us Vedas means it's only Bhagavad-Gita, no need to go beyond it. We are not even able to qualify to even understand it or take it up to our life. Bhagavad-Gita itself is a huge thing for us to follow. Okay, Vedas means Bhagavad-Gita. You don't follow Bhagavad-Gita, what happens? He follows in his natural instincts. That is, if he is a tamoguni, if he is in ignorance, whatever the activities he does, it is based on this ignorance. If his passion, he does according to the passion, and if he is in goodness, he does only in goodness. He cannot progress beyond that. He cannot come to the ultimate destination, and he cannot even understand what is it. Clear? Yes. So, if you don't follow Bhagavad Gita, what would happen for us? What we were practicing our lifetime, the same thing we practice and we get the same results. It's only Bhagavad Gita which changes us, transforms us. So our destination will be changed, our karma will be changed, and the results of the karma will be changed. Clear? And without Bhagavad Gita, no life. I hope now you will be able to understand better the same words, which I said in the first day. You might have been thinking it is exaggeration, something is. But today you understand, yes, it is truth. Without Bhagavad Gita, no life. Clear? It should be very crystal clear. Yes. Now, you can see about the three brothers here. That is about three modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance. Who are they? I hope you all know them. Ravana, who's in the center, Vibhishana, and Kumbhakarna. All three are brothers. And their parents are same. Vishrava is their father. Kaikasi is their mother. But all the three are in different modes. One is in goodness, one is in passion, one is in ignorance. You can see their lifestyle when they are in the modes. How is their lifestyle? Kumbhakarna was in ignorance. What was his lifestyle? 6 months he sleeps, wakes up one day, he eats to his stomach full, once again he'll sleep. That's what a tamoguni or ignorant person does. You saw in that some photo also put in chapter. The doctor is checking his hand and left hand is eating. Isn't it? That is tamoguni. It's a lazy, mad, ignorant. It's only sleeping, eating will be his day-to-day life. And we are also sometimes very lazy to do something. Isn't it? So all these are the qualities of ignorance. Now, let us come for passion. Whose passion? Ravana. When we are in passion, we want to acquire more. That is it. No end to it. Even Ravana did not have any end. Sometimes we think it is, oh, Ravana's life. No. We are same as Ravana. Ravana was not satisfied even conquering all the three worlds. All the devatas were his stepping this thing like steps. He used to step on them, stand on them and go. All were his servants. The 33 crore devatas were his servants. He was not satisfied. We also, when we are not satisfied with what we have, that means we are also demons. We are just progressing towards Ravana. We also like Ravana. And you will think, how can I be like that? Definitely, we are like that. That is the starting point. We cannot see that, oh, I am a demon. But once if we are not satisfied with what Lord has provided us, that is somewhere we are developing demonic nature. So you can see some wealthy persons, politicians, how much are they gathering? Millions. One is having 1,000, 3,000, 4,000 acres of land. What will they do with it? And millions, crores and millions of bank balances, some black money in Swiss bank, this. What for? They have lost their sense. And we are also want to be them, like them, isn't it? Yes. Without Bhagavad-Gita, no life. Ravana was such kind of a person. He was a demon. And to achieve that, you can take any kind of authority, He took such a great authority in his life. We work very hard like donkeys, day and night. They say, what dedicated person is working like this? Yes, because demons do that. Sometimes it's all very subtle knowledge. Ravana, he had such a, about Shankarabharana? Shankarabharana is composed by Ravana in the tune. So once he was meditating on Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva did not come. So he was furious. Then what he did, he had 10 heads. Previously, he was called Shiva also once. Many big stories. Okay, I'll say that also. So just to understand the demonic nature. So he was praying for Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva was very much pleased and he came. He's called as Asitosha. I said, whatever you ask, he'll give up. That's it. So he came with his wife, Parvati. And this Ravana was meditating for some other purpose because his mother sent for some Atmaling or something. He was meditating. And Lord Shiva came. As soon as he opened his eyes, he was bewildered seeing Parvati's beauty. Then Shiva asked, my dear son, what do you need? What boon you need? And he asked, who is she next to you? He said, she's my wife, Parvati. And he said, I need your wife. Can you imagine this? He asked for Parvati. And I said, Shiva is Asitosha. He said, good, take. He sent Parvati with Ravana. It's a big story later part. He misunderstood Mandodari with Parvati, and then he took Pandodari. Then finally he understood what blunder I have done. Once again, he came back and sat for meditation. Now Shiva is not coming. So now what is he doing? He is having 10 heads. One head is cutting and putting in the sacrifice. Even then, after cutting all the 9 heads, still Shiva did not come. Then he just opens his intestine, stomach he opens, takes the intestine and makes a musical instrument. With that, he'll play Shankarabharanam tune. Then Lord gets pleased. Then he'll come. He'll ask whatever he asks, he gives the boon. This is demons. They can do anything. Many will say, oh, Ravana was such a great personality. He was a Brahmana. He was that. Don't consider Brahmana means is divine. He also can be a demon. So many days we may not know that Brahmana means we think, oh, great personality. No. Just from Jati Brahmana, from birth, he can be a Brahmana and he can be a demon also, like Ravana. Clear? Yes, Ravana was a great demon. In this way, how is our mode? And finally, we can come see this Satoguna person who is Vibhishana, some of the same family. So he was a great devotee of the Lord Ramchandra. And he was in Sri Lanka, that is in Lanka Nagari, only filled with demons. He did not have good association. As we sort of formula ABCD, the first thing itself is association. He did not have no association. So take the association of Lord Ram. What did he do? He started writing Ram on all his walls of his room. And this message went to Ravana. He became very angry. Hare, being my brother is favorable to my enemy. He came with the sword. You can see in this picture is with the sword. He came here and he just started attacking his brother Vibhishana. And really, to his this thing, he saw that all the wall was filled with Rama, Rama, Rama. Then he said, "What kind of an offend you are? Being my brother, you are worshipping my enemy." Then he said, "No." Who said? Rama means I'm worshipping you. How come? Rama means you're worshipping me. Ra means Ravana. Ma means Mandodari. You are divine couples, no? So I'm worshipping you both, he said. So sometimes you think, it's a lie. No, no. But the worship of the Lord, anything becomes a barrier, we can come out of it. Scriptures, that's why you should read scriptures to understand what is truth and what is false. Lie also. So then, and when he got the opportunity, he left his brother and went to Lord Ramachandra. Isn't it? Yes. So isn't Sattva-guna. He knows scriptures. Never he says lies. So many things to understand in life. We are sometimes whimsically think this is right, that is right. But that is not the truth. Clear? Now let us go in depth about these three things. Now you can see this. There are four colors here. That is goodness, passion, ignorance, and Shuddha Sattva, good, that is pure goodness. That is Shuddha Sattva. Simple thing, we are all in Shuddha Sattva. Clear? Because soul is in Shuddha Sattva because it is a part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. Just understand, I'll give a small example. The colors you can see here, yes. You know this tube light? How is this tube light? It is white. So we are also very much white without any modes. But the same tube light, when it has been wrapped with this, actually we are given blue, it should be in black. When it is Tamoguna, for example, Sattva-guna, it's yellow. When you wrap with a yellow paper, the same white color tube light gives you yellow color. If it is put with the red, this thing paper, plastic paper, something which is red color, it gives red color light. And if you put black color, no light at all. That is ignorance. I hope you understood. So we are like tube light. Only our purpose is to now remove the colors which is beyond us. The modes which have been accumulated from millions of birth times. Just remove that. Take up Krishna consciousness. Take up Shuddha Sattva. Give up these three modes. That's what Krishna says to Arjuna. Nistraigunyo bhava Arjuna. Arjuna, overcome all these three modes. Come to Shuddha Sattva. Nistraigunyo bhava Arjuna. It's very clear. Okay? Now, lifestyle in three modes. We can see each topic, how this three modes takes us to Shuddha Sattva, or how should we go to Shuddha Sattva. Faith and worship, food, sacrifice, conduct, speech, and mind. Mind control. Okay. Now, here. Yajante satvika devan yaksha rakshasim sirajasa pretan bhuta ganamshchanye yajante tamasa janaha. Men in the mode of goodness worship the demigods. Those in the mode of passion worship the demons. And those in the mode of ignorance worship ghosts and spirits. What are we worshipping? A person who is in goodness, he worships devatas. Nothing wrong in it. Worshipping devatas is good. A person who is in mode of goodness, he worships them. In the mode of passion, they worship demons. We find, oh, I don't worship demon. We don't have demons, you think. No, we are. As I was saying, we are all demons only. No? Sometimes we worship even politicians, some film actors, isn't it? There are many temples for film actors. In Tamil Nadu, somewhere you can see there is a, what I can say, temple for Kushbu, Rajnikant. And I heard that there is a temple for Tendulkar. Nowadays for even Mahendra Singh Dhoni. I don't know. Just heard about it. So constructing a temple and worshipping them. Do you think it is wrong or right? You should know how to treat whom. What is their position? Yes, you can give respect to great personalities. But you may not make them equal to the Lord, who are in superior consciousness, like Devatas. You cannot make them in the level of Devata. And never ever you can make Krishna in the level of Devatas. It's offense. Clear? Yes. And those in the mode of ignorance worship ghosts and spirits. This Shudra Puja, they go to the graveyard and doing some pujas. Who are in ignorance, they do such kind of worship. Black magic, all these things are in ignorance. Many times in our life also we experience this and we go somewhere, all this happens. No? So that is all ignorance. Fine. Now we can come to the most important thing is the food. Food in modes. What kind of food? You can see in this picture also, which is in Sattva-guna, which is in Raja-guna, and there are some in Tamo-guna also. You can go with the verse. Very clearly, Krishna is explaining here. Sattva-guna, Raja-guna, Tamo-gunas. And you think that Lord is so compassionate on us. How you can see the knowledge that He is giving so depth to our day-to-day life He is giving here. Foods dear to those in the mode of goodness increase the duration of life. Very simple. In those days, they used to live for 150 years because they were in Sattva-guna and their food was in Sattva-guna. Isn't it? Yes. Simple thing. We can, and in front of our eyes it is there, we can understand all this. Right? Sattva-guna increases our lifespan. Not Tamo-guna products. But nowadays doctors recommend Tamo-guna. You want to be strong? Eat non-veg, eat egg, they say. Which elephant is eating non-veg or egg? But it is the strongest animal among all the animals. It shouldn't be senseless. Some foolish person, something says, means we should be with our intelligence to take. Sometimes I was saying, don't believe a person who is in saffron dress, somebody they come to cheat you, don't believe them. Sometimes they'll be in a dress of doctor also. Sometimes they'll be dressed in a lawyer also. Many thing is there. We should be intelligent enough. Not only that, we shouldn't believe this gurus or this kind of society or something like that. No. Everywhere you should be intelligent enough. Don't get cheated anywhere. Clear? Yes. Bhagavad-Gita protects you in all the ways. Clear? Now, purify one's existence and give strength. See, it even purifies us. Sattva-guna even purifies us when we eat Sattva-guna products. And it gives us strength. Strength is from grains. Strength is from vegetables. Strength is from fruits, not from non-veg. Please to understand. Clear? Yes. Then health. We will be healthy by eating Sattva-guna items. And happiness. Healthy also, and happiness and satisfaction also by food which has been taken in goodness. Such foods are juicy. Juicy in the sense, it is very much fresh. In those days, they used to eat everyday vegetables because they had their own cultivation land. Just they come out of their house, pluck some, the leaves and some vegetables, and they prepare it. That's it. It was a simple food. Nowadays, we have already a fridge. Get it, fill in the fridge, keep for 3 days, 4 days, and eat. How can it be in Sattva-guna? It should be very much fresh. And it should be fatty. What is this fatty? The oil which we eat, it is good for us. It is in Sattva-guna. Not refined oil. Refined oil is poisonous. When we eat oil, what it happens? If heavy oil is being eaten, it develops to fat. But when cholesterol is being eaten, it transforms to refined oil. It transforms to cholesterol. Cholesterol is within the nerve. Fat is outside the nerve. And there's many heart attacks by taking this refined oil. But what is the use of this fatty item, oil or ghee? He is such a pure thing. So somewhere you are thrown in some forest and somewhere you don't have food for 30 days or 20 days, something. The body converts this fat to energy. And you'll be alive for 20, 30 days even without food, and you'll be very much strong. You can come back. Somewhere if you're gone also, you can come back without food, all these things. Clear? Yes. Wholesome and pleasing to the heart. See, Krishna is saying it is pleasing to the heart because there is no heart attack. Nowadays, we have so many heart attacks. Do you know that our ancestors, they had heart attack? No. But nowadays, you see everyone are with diabetics, BP, heart attack, and many things like that, many diseases. And the medicine which has been given is only a trap, making you to increase the dose day by day and just spoil all your parts of your body. To many of our members, I have guided them so much. They don't agree to me. Finally, they were always going to the allopathy medicines, and now they are realized. Because now they say some operation, something has to be done. Now they are going towards this Ayurvedic and many things. There is home remedies, There's no need to go. And fever is good for us. Yearly once we should get fever. That cures, that develops our immunity system also. And when there is fever, you should drink hot water and sleep, rest. Automatically in 3 days you'll be clear. And for 1 year, you don't get any other diseases. Clear? This is all science, We for the kids, what we do, as soon as they get fever, we pour them this crocin or something. Something is coming out. You want to suppress that. That develops a bad this thing within the body of that child, and his immunity system is completely lost, and many things like that. Okay, now let us go to Bhagavad-Gita. Foods that are too bitter, too sour, salty, hot, pungent, dry, and burning or dear to those in the mode of passion, who eat hot, and who eat always spicy. All this are in passion. Such foods cause distress, misery, and disease. Clear? Passionate food brings us disease. Hot, spicy, all this brings us disease. And it's a misery because there are heart attacks, BP, diabetes, like this, distress. All this comes by taking the food which is in passion, Rajoguna. Onion, garlic comes in Rajoguna. So devotees don't take onion, garlic. Clear? Yes. And sometimes, I go say big, okay, leave. Now let us go to the Tamil. Food prepared more than 3 hours before being eaten. When we prepare, it should be eaten before 3 hours. That is Sattva-guna. Otherwise, the food itself becomes Tamoguna, whatever you are prepared. Let it be ordinary rice or upma or kesari bath, whatever. If 3 hours passes, the time having the, what I can say, it's having a quality to degrade all the things, isn't it? So it makes to Tamoguna. So 3 hours before it has to be eaten. If we eat 3 times it has to be cooked. Nowadays, what are we doing? Cook morning, afternoon, same thing, night, same thing. Sometimes remaining, keep in the fridge. Next time, morning, also same thing. So hot, it has to be eaten. So some devotees, oh, Prabhuji is saying to hot, no? So let us eat hot. Morning we'll prepare. Afternoon, reheat. Make it hot, eat. Night, make it hot, eat. Next morning, make it hot. No, it has to be freshly prepared, not making once again hot. Okay, yes. Food that is tasteless, then decomposed, many times spoiled food also they eat. And food consisting of remnants and untouchable. What is this remnants? Juta. Sometimes in the name of friendship, we eat in the same plate. 2, 3 of them eat the same plate. No? We think, oh, we are all very dear friends. No dear friends, close friends, nothing like that. We are all tamogunis. We are all in ignorance. That's it. Nothing called like very best friends eating in same plate. That is uncleanliness. How can that be like best friends? Best friends is a friend in need is a friend indeed. This, helping a friend in his difficulties is the best friend. That's it. Not in eating the same plate. Clear? Yes. So remnants who eats, and I have seen many families eating, they'll be eating, and they themselves start serving in the left hand. And they don't even think that is wrong, because that is the culture has been developed. I hope in many of our houses also is the same thing. Yes, actually we should eat and somebody else should serve. And if I am alone, then I should serve, eat. If I need anything, wash hands, once again serve and eat. When I'm eating, you should go to the Brahmana levels, then it is very this thing. No? Even pujaris, you should see, they even take a bath after eating for the deity service. That is the cleanliness they maintain. But we cannot, but at least somewhere, some cleanliness we can maintain. Okay, then untouchable, I hope you all know this, because in the 14th chapter I told. What is it? Which is should be buried. In the graveyard, we bury in our stomach. That is untouchable. That is non-veg. See, I say that it's up to everyone to choose their life, how they need to lead. And things is dear to those in the mode of darkness. That is ignorance. Now, what is Shuddha Sattva? The same thing is in this chat. Let us go to this Shuddha Sattva. What is Shuddha Sattva? The best fruit is Shuddha Sattva Prasadam. When you prepare in Sattva Guna, offer to the Lord, that becomes Shuddha Sattva. Anything which has been touched by the Lord becomes Shuddha Sattva. All the activities, all the things, our mentally, physically, and emotionally, everything becomes Shuddha Sattva when it is touched to the Lord. Clear? All Lord's paraphernalia is Lord himself. Everything is transformed to Shuddha Sattva, spiritual. See this plate, what is not there in this plate? See puri, chapati, rice, then carrot halwa, rasam, then paneer sabji and vegetable kurma, all this. And you can see tulsi. Tulsi in all the items. This is how you have to offer. When you are offering, the tulsi should be on the item and 2 drops of pure cow ghee on it. This is how you have to offer to the Lord, and by ringing the bell and chanting the prayers. Clear? Then the food is Shuddha Sattva. It makes us divine, transcendental. Now sacrifice in 3 modes. Vidihinam ashrushtanam mantrahinam adakshinam shraddha virahitam yajnam tamasam parichakshate. Any sacrifice performed without regard for the directions of scripture, without distribution of prasadam, spiritual food, without chanting of Vedic hymns and remuneration to the priests, and without faith is considered to be in the mode of ignorance. In this way, there is in the goodness also and in passion also. Whatever the sacrifice, actually grihasthas, every month we have to do. At least yearly once, there should and must be a yajna. It can be Agnihotra or it can be a kirtan in the house where invite everyone. And it is said you have to invite at least a radius of some kilometers. It is given in the scriptures. So everyone should be fed with the prasadam. Then, if not, you cannot be a grihastha. You will become a grihamedi. Grihastha is different. Grihamedi is different. So we should try to be grihasthas. Clear? Yes. Here it is said, as per scriptures, as a matter of duty, for no reward. This is in goodness. We don't have any expectation. As a service to the Lord you are doing, as a duty you are doing it. And according to the scriptures, based on the instructions of scriptures, you are doing it. And passion for some material benefit. As I said about this Ravana. He was cutting his head, And nowadays also we do such kind of things, what do you call that first? Satyagraha, protest. I will be fasting for so many days, demanding for the government to do this. What is it? It's demonic nature. To fulfill my senses, I am torturing someone else. And nowadays protest has become more wild. They just even burn the buses, burn the vehicles, or even throw the stones. And sometimes even for the milk, they pour on the roads. Many things like this. Isn't it? As Ravana, what he did, when he took that boon, he became very powerful. Then he thought, why shouldn't I take this Kailas to my place? What? Kailas. He started lifting the Kailas, These are demons. They'll be very pleasing to us. They'll ask us, please, sir, give this, give that. Once we give, they'll start harassing us. These are demons. Then he started lifting even Kailas. Then Lord Shiva, just by his toe, he just stamped it, and his hand stuck in the under the Kailas. There's so many stories to understand how the demons behave. Even in our lifestyle, you can see many. I have seen in devotee community only. I have seen they are also demons, but chanting. Don't think that one day will change everything. No, it's a long process. So once we had gone to a trip, one of the Mataji, she cannot go to the top of the berth in the train. She requested, some other person was there, outsider. She requested. So finally, because she was a little bit old enough, she cannot go. He agreed to it. In the night, he went on the top and slept. Then in the morning, he came and he sat in his seat. That is next to window he sat. Actually, the lower berth is this thing. So he was sitting, and she was so adamantly, she was harassing him like, this is my seat. How can you sit here? Actually, literally, it was his seat. She forcibly made him to come to the other side, and she sat next to the window. These are demons. Sometimes we help them and they revert back like demons. So we should be careful also in helping also nowadays, because it's the nature of demons. We are surrounded by demons. Okay. Then for the sake of pride, they do only for their name and fame. Like politicians, they do many functions. No, it's only for the name and fame. Okay. Now, ignorance, it's conducted without direction of scriptures. No scriptures whimsically doing it. Distribution of prasadam, they don't do any prasadam distribution or chanting the Vedic hymns. Remuneration to the priests. When you do yajna or something, kirtan, anything, you should please the devotees. To their pleasure, we have to give their remuneration. Nowadays, there are many people who don't give proper remuneration to the pujaris. They think that, oh, after doing yajna, you can. No, without they getting pleased, how the yajna becomes complete? Many things to understand. And don't think you can please them also. Nowadays, pujaris, you cannot even please them. Whatever you give, they don't get pleased. Okay? So then the faith. And one thing you should say about Lord Shiva. So the sacrifice part came. No, you have to satisfy all the pujaris, I said. So same thing, Parvati. See, Lord Shiva stays in the graveyard. He said as Bhutapati. So compassionate. Nobody gives shelter to the Bhuta, so he gives the shelter to the ghosts and goblins. Like. So then Parvati was asking, she not had privacy. So why can't we build a house? Actually, she is who? Parvati Devi is the head of this material world. It is Durga Devi. She is who is providing everything, the wealth, whatever we are asking materially, she is giving us. But she said, you give this permission, I'll build a house. Okay, then he said, okay, build. He built a house. She built a house. Wonderful house it was. So now they should do this housewarming ceremony, opening ceremony. So they had a great sacrifice, this kind of fire sacrifice, everything. And all the pujaris all had come. Now they have to give in charity many things. So he started giving. He gave to everyone. There's 4 people has to be given. Like, it's very long story. Like, then one person, the main person, did not give. He gave for everyone. Later part, the last person who was left out, the head of the Brahmanas, he came. My dear Lord, still I would not give anything to me. What? He saw everything is got over. Nothing is left out in the house now. Everything is given. Then he called Parvati. Nothing I have given him. Okay. My dear Brahmana, you take this house. I'll give for you in charity. And he went out. Parvati, come, let us go to the graveyard and stay there only. This is Lord Shiva. Many times they say Vaishnavas don't worship Lord Shiva. No? They love Lord Shiva. Vaishnava nam yata Shambho is an exemplary Vaishnava. So only thing, when we enter the scriptures, we'll understand what is Shiva, what is Vishnu, who is Krishna, who is Devatas. No offense to anyone. We worship even spiritual master. Then what to speak of Devatas? They are the great devotees of Lord, So only thing, we should have the knowledge. Without knowledge, like that Kulatungar, we also fighting for this and that. In that way we be. Okay, then chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the best sacrifice. Isn't it? Krishna also says, Yajnanam Japa Yajnosmi. Here at least I was saying, At least monthly once or yearly once, at least you should and must do. But by chanting, every day you are doing sacrifice. Every day. Isn't it? Yes. Then this is in Shuddha Sattva, because it is in touch with the Lord Krishna. Then conduct in 3 modes. So respect or worship as a duty. Goodness means somebody, just I'll take an example, some person, you say Hare Krishna, Namaskara, something as a duty. What are you worshipping? Within the heart. Every body is a temple, because there is presence of the Lord as Paramatma in everyone's heart. Vidya Vinyasampane Brahmanika Vyastri Chaiva Pakicha Pandita Samadarshana. Very clear. A knowledgeable person, intelligent person is capable of seeing the heart and Paramatma. He says, Namaskara for the Lord. That is in goodness. Then passion, respect for selfish motives. A person who is in selfish motive, what he does, he says Namaskara so that that person should respect him. Clear? That's why I'll say Namaskar. Otherwise, why will I say? This is how it is. Then desire for self-glorification. These are in passion. They behave in this way. Then ignorance, self-torture to get power, to destroy others. I already told this. Now what we the protests we do, or Ravana, what he was doing, and what Hiranyakashipu was doing. They all do such a great austerity. What for? To torture others. We are also sometimes do the same thing. No? Many don't know this. When we get a position, we start torturing others. We don't have compassion. Actually, the real nature of a devotee who is above us, we have to respect them. Who are below us, we have to show the compassion. But what we do, we exploit them. We make them to work and take the name and fame to ourselves. Clear? This is demons' nature. And we are living in a world of demons. So we think that this is how we have to live, then only we can progress in life. Yes, sometimes we think that we are progressing, but we are degrading. Day by day, we are getting degraded. Clear? Let us go to the next. Speech in 3 modes. Truth, pleasing, beneficial. As I said, truth should be pleasing and beneficial. All these qualities should be. I hope you all know what is truth. Not just saying as it is, but as it is only you have to say, but it should be in a pleasing way. Clear? Yes. Then passion, manipulative, gossip as per their selfish needs. Glorifying someone, manipulating the words. Somebody will say something, and the same thing you go and say to your friend or someone, the same words in a different way. For example, but I don't know in English how to say this. In Kannada at least, in lovingly you can call a boy or anyone, hey baro you can say. Baro means you are saying in singular. Baro means come, I don't know, singular word you are using baro. But the way if we present to others, he's saying, baro is saying. The same word you can interpret. This is what passion. In this way they do. To fulfill their desires, to make this person the enemy of that person so that he should become close to me. In this, many plans will be having such kind of things, glorifying one person and making other person insulted, so that somewhere I should be the presence, I should be the center point. It's all passion. And ignorance, lying, agitating, and harming. His words will be something like arrows pricking our heart. Any words. Why is he coming in front of me? We think sometimes that person is coming, will take a deviation, go in other way also. Somebody have you faced in your life? If he gives something, speak to this person, he eats my head or he just breaks my heart. This is Tamogun, always harming by his words. But when there is Krishna, no harming. Always you are pleasing everyone. When you're chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you're pleasing everyone by your words. Something you say about Bhagavad-Gita, Bhagavatam. 18 days I am speaking here. Sometimes, yes, you think that I'm offending also. Sometimes I'm a little bit hard also. Yes, that is because of compassion. Because somewhere we are going in other direction and we are lost our life. So little harsh words so that you can come back to your normalcy and take up Krishna consciousness. and be a devotee of the Lord. That is our reality there. Okay, then next, mind. 3 modes. Goodness, satisfied, content. Mind is always in a pleasant way. And passion, dissatisfied, anxious, because unlimited desires. Ignorance, bewildered, illusion. Always in that illusion only. And for that illusion, it's always bewildered. And you can see in this picture, empty mind makes the most noise, isn't it? But what happens? But if your mind is filled with Srila Prabhupada's books, chanting Mahamantra and thinking of Krishna, then that noise won't get into it because you're in a higher platform, higher level of consciousness. That makes you... okay. So you're in a higher level. That is Vishaya Vinivantante Niraharasya Dehina Rasavarjam Rasopasya Param Drishtva Nivartate. Because you're tasting the higher taste. So you don't get somebody saying something about you, don't least bothered about it. See here, that is what she's shouting. In all the 3 you can see she's shouting. But what is happening in the last? Nothing is entering because inside Krishna is there. Srila Prabhupada's knowledge is there. So even they're screaming at you, you don't behave, you don't. There's a, I don't know. Yes, sometimes you can see this elephant is walking on the road. Many dogs start barking. And elephant don't respond to that dogs. Like that, sometimes we are going, there are many people, many dogs in the form of humans. They speak on us. We should be grave, not responding for each and everything. But we are in the same level, then we respond for everything. But when we are in higher platform, we don't respond to them. Clear? Many things in life to understand. Now, charity in 3 modes. Goodness out of duty, no expectations, proper time and place, worthy person. You should give as a duty. And Grihasthas should and must give charity. The 10% of their income should be given in charity. Then the 90% becomes purification. Clear? Yes. So without any expectation, you should do this. And in proper place and time and to a person. To a Brahmana, it has to be given. It has to be given in, say, a good place and time. All this has to be seen, not just whimsically you go and give something, charity, oh, everything. For example, simple thing I'll say. You give something to a beggar, what happens? See, why are you giving charity? So that you give some returns out of it, isn't it? Yes. If you give to a beggar, what happens? He goes, for example, 10 rupees you are given, utilizes that for smoking. And you don't smoke, but you get the results of smoking. It is said in scriptures, whatever the charity, whatever you do, it is made in 6 portions and 1 portion comes to us. Clear? And if he is a meat eater and if he is a womanizer, something, whatever he does, intoxicate, anything he does with that 10 rupees, the result you are going to get it. And nowadays something, then you will think, oh, let us go to some temple and drop into hundi. Now I'm satisfied. Everything will be going in Lord's service. No, this is Kali Yuga. Think example of Tirupati Devasthanam, so Tirupati temple. What is happening? Many go and put lakhs together into the hundi. Where it has been utilized? It is utilized for the adharmic purpose. Demons are sitting there, Mlechas and Yavanas, and and many property of the temple has been auctioned, and many jewelry has been changed and it's been sold out. Many such kind of things are happening. We blindly go and you should see their boards. Please drop your money or kanikas only in the hundi, isn't it? Not to pujaris, only to hundis. Hare Baba, you should be having some sense. At least give to the pujaris, no harm. Something, even common public thing, pujaris shouldn't give. No, give to that pujari, what will he do with that? They're giving some 100 rupees to a pujari. Yes, he will prepare something, 1 extra sweet in this house. For his family purpose, he's utilizing. He utilizes 1 sweet extra, he eats among the family, but before that is offering to the Lord because he's a Brahmana. He offers to the Lord. Then one portion of that 6 comes to you. You're not offering, but it comes to you. Just be little bit sensible things to understand. Clear? So you have to give charity. And now I say in a different way. Sometimes even pujaris, I don't know whether they're offering or not. So what you do? Take 10% of your salary aside. That should be definitely given in charity. You can give yourself. Buy Srila Prabhupada's books, Bhagavad-Gita books, or something you buy and distribute to others freely. Go to different temples and distribute freely. And as Matajis, you already started offering. Prepare something for 10 people, offer to the Lord, go and distribute to the neighbors as prasadam. You're giving charity, but you are giving Krishna to them. Isn't it? Yes. So in this passion, you can see expect returns for enjoyment and raging mood, and ignorance, impure place, improper time, unworthy person. Sometimes ignorance, no? For example, they're a drunkard, you think, he's drinking in his bar, and his friend comes and he says, sorry, boss, I don't have money. He said, Arey, you are my friend. I will give this brandy bottle as a charity to you. Isn't it? We think, oh, I'm helping my friend in drinking or some eating something. We think that, what kind of charity is that then? In ignorance. So what he is enjoying? What I can say, one portion of the 6, it comes to me then. Clear? You should be little bit intelligent. That's why we need Bhagavad-Gita. Okay? Charity in 3 modes. Here Krishna is saying, Datavyam iti yaddanam diyate no pakarine deshe kale cha patre cha taddanam satvikam smritam. Charity given out of duty without expectation of return at the proper time and place, and to a worthy person is considered to be in the mode of goodness. But the real charity is for Krishna conscious endeavor, for the preaching purpose, if you are helping, for making others in Krishna consciousness, or you helping. That is the best charity that you can do in your life, because you are giving them the life. For example, you give food, what happens? It goes to the body. They eat today, tomorrow, once again they need. You give them the cloth, you give them the medicine, whatever you are doing other than Krishna, it's only for the body. But when you give Krishna in their life, it is eternal. You are making them to get connected to their Father, the Supreme Lord, where they have been lost in their life. They are giving them the life, the best charity that you can give. Clear? Yes. An enjoyer of everything. Ashraddaya hutam dattam tapas taptam krutam chayat asad ityuchyate partha nacha tatpretyano iha. Anything done as sacrifice, charity, or penance without faith in the Supreme, O son of Pritha, is impermanent. It is called asat and is useless both in this life and the next. Shocked to hear this. So many things we have done in our life. So much of charity I have given. So many things I have given. But without considering the Supreme Lord, if you do anything, it's a waste. This we saw in the 3rd chapter itself. The story of Nrga Maharaj, where he'd given millions and millions of cows in charity. What was his next life? He took his birth as a lizard in a dry well. Isn't it? Yes. See, you should read Bhagavad-Gita. Without faith on the Supreme, if you are doing anything, it's a complete waste. It's useless, both in this life also, next life also. Clear? Yes. Now Krishna is saying here, I am always engaged in offering, not Krishna. It is Lord Shiva. It is saying, he's saying this to Parvati. I am always, this is Srimad Bhagavatam. So I am always engaged in offering obeisances to Lord Vasudeva in pure Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is always pure consciousness in which the Supreme Personality of Godhead, known as Vasudeva, is revealed without any covering. He starts revealing us the life. How to explain this? The material world, when I get connected to Krishna, Satchit Ananda, Chit is complete knowledge. You come to a platform where you'll be able to understand even this material world. Even ordinary pen, mobile, everything, how it is connected to you, everything comes through Krishna. You'll be able to see that vision. Our parents, wife, children, house, anything. You'll be able to recognize the relationship between you and that living entity because Krishna is there in the center. Then it's complete vision brightness. Clear? That's what Lord Shiva is saying. Is revealed without any covering. Now we are with full covering. In ignorance and with this illusion. That's why Shankaracharya says, Brahma Satyam Jagan Mityam. Because what we are seeing is false. It's the complete covering of the three modes. Once you take up this Krishna consciousness, the coverings will be removed. Clear? Yes. Now, Shuddha Sattva. Mam chayova vicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatittaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances at once, transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman. We saw this in the 14th chapter itself, like this. At once, he comes in the platform of Brahman. Once he takes up Krishna consciousness in his life, he comes beyond these three modes. Then the speech, the mind, the conduct, the behavior, everything goes to Shuddha Sattva. Because everything has been touched to the Lord. Everything is transcendental. No need to practice materially. Oh, how should I behave? How should I say the truth? How should I be? Nothing to think also. Just be in Krishna consciousness, rest all the Lord takes care. He guides us sitting in the heart. Clear? Okay. What is Shuddha Sattva now? As soon as one is fully Krishna conscious, it is to be understood that one is in his pure, original, constitutional position. That is, Jivera Swarupahai Krishnera Nityadas. That means we are in our original position, constitutional position. That is Shuddha Sattva. Clear? Now it is our starting. When we come to that platform, complete understanding, complete knowledge, Sat Chit Ananda, I am the part and parcel of the Lord, where I'm able to completely get convinced and this conviction comes by A. That is association of the devotees. When we start serving the devotees or having that qualities, then we get that qualities. It's very clear. So anyhow, when you come to the next levels, you'll understand more on this. Okay, this state of existence is called Shuddha Sattva, which means that it is transcendental to the material qualities. We saw this akarma also, no? Karma, vikarma and akarma. Anything we are doing it for the Lord, it transforms to akarma. That is transcendental. It is without result, resultless. You don't get any punya or papa. You don't get binded in this material world. Rather, you get liberation from this material world. That is Shuddha Sattva. Clear? Okay. And in this 17th chapter, we saw many things. That is the faith, how to eat, how to sleep, how to drink. Many things Krishna is teaching here. And sleeping also. Somewhere I told this, I think, in the 15th chapter only. And what time we should sleep, how the moon's rays we should be able to nourish our body. That is the sleep. So we should sleep by 8 o'clock. That's what the nature is saying to us. We have to just go according to the nature. Clear? That is the faith, then austerities, then the charity, the most important part, and then enjoyer of everything. It is the Supreme Lord. He is the creator. Once you start serving him, you are in Shuddha Sattva. That is our real constitutional position. Clear? Yes. Now, what is for tomorrow? Do you think 18th chapter for tomorrow? No, it is something different. So it will be Srila Prabhupada's biography. So there will be a small video and there will be a PDF for you, an opportunity to read that. So everyone can raise their hand. You can read the PDF. It will be in English. Clear? So Srila Prabhupada's biography. Please see, this is one day you get, and from tomorrow you'll see Srila Prabhupada in a different way after tomorrow. So how did he go to America? What was his life? How this Krishna consciousness came? How this ISKCON was constructed? How it came out? How it was established? many things, the struggle that Srila Prabhupada has suffered. Today we are enjoying the fruit very happily, not even coming out of the house. Sitting in the house, we are enjoying the fruit. But what struggle a great Acharya Srila Prabhupada has suffered in his life, we'll come to know tomorrow. Definitely we get tears in our eyes. This is how we are enjoying this Bhagavad-Gita or the spiritual life. Okay, tomorrow we'll see that. And tomorrow there'll be a photo session also. So there'll be, as a remembrance, what we do, we take the screenshot with all your photo and we keep it up in our records, so that this batch or so many devotees who are there. So please do turn on your videos. Possibly, now you can see how I am sitting, Chandrasekhar Prabhu. Somewhere the light should be in front, not backside. It should be front of you, and your face should be visible, not you keep the camera down or top, something like that. No, it should be clearly visible. In that way, try to, everyone whoever are present, try to turn on your videos. And you can be little decorative also. You can come with many makeup or this thing also. Very attractive to see. Okay. Now there's a quiz link. Please do attend to the quiz. Okay. Now let us chant once. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Eva Kevalam, Kalau Nasteva 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 Gatir Anyatha. This in Chaitanya Charitamrita they said, Hare Rama. Only for this Kali Yuga. Kevalam. There is no other alternative. There is no other alternative. There is no other alternative other than chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The message is very clear, crystal clear it is. Only thing, we should get convinced. We have so much of contamination. Even after hearing, we don't get convinced. Yes, sometimes still hearing, yes, we'll say. As soon as the session ends, everything is off. Our mind gets off. And we go as usual what we are dealing in our day-to-day life. Yes, the modes are very strong. Maya is very strong. You cannot so easily win her. The three modes, it's very strong. That's why Krishna says, Daiviyeshu gunamayi mama maya dhratya. It is my energy. You cannot overcome her. Mam yevaya prapadyante maya metam tarantete. But you surrender unto me, very easily you will be able to overcome. It's very clear. So Bhagavad-Gita gives us the complete knowledge. Clear? Okay. So he is a Lakshmi Narasimhadev who can remove all the obstacles. Please pray for him. And this is Gandharvika Giridhari and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. ISKCON HPR layout. And now, if anyone is having any questions, you can raise your hands. Hare Krishna. Meanwhile, if any announcements, we will hear from Chandrasekhar Prabhu. Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you for detailed explanation. I think in chat window again, Uday Prabhu has posted some questions, Prabhu. I think you did not get time to answer.
Yes, Prabhu, I did not. Okay, you can send these questions also in my WhatsApp. Today, sometime I'll call him.
Okay, Prabhu.
And today it is Ekadashi.
Yes, Prabhu.
Monika Mataji is asking about Ekadashi. So it's very simple, and I think you are very fortunate in the same session having two Ekadashis. One it was in very beginning and now it's in the last. So this Ekadashi means, and it is a special Ekadashi, shiny Ekadashi. From now onwards, where Lord goes for his Yoga Nidra for 4 months, Chaturmas. So very, very, very special Ekadashi. And I don't know how many know about Pandharpur. Nearly 5 to 8 lakh people gather for today's darshan in Pandharpur. They are standing for nearly past 1 week in the queue to have the Charan darshan of the Lord. Such a great thing. Such a great Ekadashi is today. Please do observe. And what should we do in Ekadashi? Meditate on the Lord. Chant the holy names of the Lord. Read Bhagavad-Gita. Hear Bhagavad-Gita. Srila Prabhupada's lectures are there. I'll ask Chandrasekhar Prabhu or Kirtiraj Prabhu to post in the group the link. You can hear Srila Prabhupada's lectures. or read Bhagavad-Gita, something books, or you can chant as much as possible. You can chant. Sometimes continuous chanting may not happen. So you can hear and do something. But the whole day, 24/7, you should be meditation on the Lord. Think about the Lord. Clear? And secondary is fasting. Fasting is not primary. Many think, so Ekadashi means fasting. Fast and sleep. Then no. Rather you eat and meditate is better. Okay. Fasting is secondary. Primary is meditating on the Lord. Do chanting or something like this. Then don't waste your time in cooking. So it's a fasting, and it is Papa Purusha is on the grains today. Exclusively on the grains. So no grains today. It's completely what I can say, restricted. And no cooking. That means only fruits and milk you can take. You can take fruits and milk. And milk depends. You can boil as your wish. Offer to the Lord. And you can take. Clear? How much should I take? What time should I take? Many questions will come. How much ever you want to eat, no problem. 10 kilos of fruits eat, no problem. Don't take grains. That's it. Clear? Be healthy. Sattvic. Today only we saw, no? Sattvic, and it's the same thing you forward to the Lord. The fruits and milk, it becomes Shuddha Sattva. It gives a great energy and potency to us to chant also. Sufficiently eat and chant. Be happy. Don't try to torture your health also, your body also, like Ravana and others. Be happy, but follow the scriptures. Today, Ekadashi, no grains. So, no grains. Clear? Yes. Okay. Anything else?
You want to tell about the Guru Maharaj coming to temple too? Or
It is still not confirmed, Prabhu. Anyhow, they'll be with us, no? When they come to the next level, they'll be with us, then we'll do the announcement.
yes, Prabhu. Yeah, and around 22 devotees said they'll come for next level.
22 devotees. Okay, half of them. So, existing devotees are there in that list?
1 or 2 are there, Prabhu.
You should remove them and say, what's you? Already I'm there. Once again, I'm coming. So, no, yes.
You can take 20, Prabhu.
Okay, we can consider as 20. Okay, but what about others? No force. You can think. Don't waste your life. Human life is very precious. Utilize for the purpose of life. This I came to say as liberation, but the human life, the purpose of human life itself is to get liberated. So otherwise, no life. We are just animals. So please do somewhere consider it. Okay. But I don't force. Before all, we were very eager to know what is that? How many are coming? Why they are not coming? Now it has been practiced. We have understood. Whatever I say, whatever I do, they are understood. They cannot take. Some can take, means they even by just hiring 1-2 sessions, they'll come up to the next level because they have understood what is life. Some others, not 18-day session. You have 180 sessions also. They'll say, no, I'm very much comfortable. I'll be like this only, they'll say. How can we change them? A person who is sleeping, we can make them to wake up. But a person who's pretending to sleep, never ever you can make him to wake up, isn't it? That's why some people, they cannot come out of it. They say, I'm happy here. Why should I chant? Why should I be like this? Already I'm happy. So many people, they say, somebody was saying, once there is a video on WhatsApp. I was saying, one saffron dress, he's a demon. He's an atheist. He's saying that, what is this? Indians are praying goddess fortune. Bhagyada Lakshmi Baramma, Bhagyada Lakshmi Baramma. What Lakshmi is coming only for Indians? Go and see America. They don't know what is Lakshmi Devi. But they're so opulent, they're so rich. Even we all now, when I hearing this, you all might be thinking the same thing. Yes, it's correct. No. We pray so many things, so many austerities, so many things we do. And Lakshmi is not favoring anything. But they are all demons sitting there. But Lakshmi is favoring, they are always rich. Isn't it? Do you know answer for this? No, I hope nobody knows this. That person, saffron person, he only don't know. What will we know? It is not Lakshmi. It is Chandi. We think money means Lakshmi. No. Where does Lakshmi reside? At the lotus feet of Lord Narayana. Always at the service of Lord Narayana. Isn't it? Yes. When that Lakshmi is in the service of the Lord, the money which is in the service of the Lord, she is Lakshmi. When the same money is for our sense gratification, she is Chandi. She is taking us away from the Lord. She is taking us away from the Lord. Trapped in this material world, going towards the hell. She is not Lakshmi, she is Chandi. Only money which is with the devotees, it is Lakshmi. I hope you know. So when you have money and you are engaging in the Lord's service, she transforms as Lakshmi. When you utilize her for our sense gratification, she transforms as Chandi. Clear? So with our material vision, whatever we see, it is not perfect. We should have scriptural vision to understand. Okay, fine. Thank you. So any questions, you can raise your hand, or else we'll wind up for today. No questions? Okay, thank you. So I thank each and every devotee for participating in today's session, but please do observe Ekadashi. Don't miss. Okay, as much as possible. Somebody wants to, no, only I'll recommend fruits and milk. Somebody will do without water, I'll do with water. No, because this is starting to you, fruits and milk, be happy. Later part, when you want to take more austerity, by your own wish you can take. But my recommendation is always to take sufficient fruits and milk, and then that is called fasting. And then you can chant as much as possible. Okay, yes. So now let us chant once Hare Krishna Mahamantra and wind up for today. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. So I'll give the option to unmute. You can unmute yourself and say once Hare Krishna. And
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Monica Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranamagalu.
Tripti Mataji, Hare Krishna. Ramesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Mamata Mataji, Hare Krishna. Mahendra Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Sharada Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Kavita Mataji, Hare Krishna. Suma Mataji, Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Sanjay Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Atul Chand Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Manjunath Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Kirtiraj Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hema Mataji, Hare Krishna. Thank you to all. Only Chandrasekhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna. You can end the session.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Pramod Prabhu. Hare Krishna Kirtiraj. Hare Krishna to all. Thank you all for joining the session. Tomorrow we'll have a Srila Prabhupada's biography. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.